What's going on? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are back with another episode of The Magic Room where all of my guests create magic in their field of expertise. We have a special guest tonight. We have a beautiful young lady that I'm going to bring on just a minute. That way she can introduce herself. We got a lot of things to talk about, but go ahead and stay tuned. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tune in. Hey, there she is with the hair popping, looking all magical. What's up, love?
How are you, TampaMystic?
Hey, I'm so excited to have you on here. I wish you were slick sitting right next to me, but you kind of look like you sit next to me.
We are. And you know what? We'll be together soon enough. I think right now we still have to be safe.
Listen, I
Would
couldn't agree
agree.
more.
Yeah.
Yes, this COVID is still very real. It's going around. Like as I shared with you a few minutes ago, my son is got COVID right now. And he's very sick, and another very close friend of mine also has COVID. So it's very real. So y'all keep yourself safe out there. But without further ado, you know what I'm saying? Miss Lillie Mae, the most beautiful with her hair is popping. Introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? You already know what time it is. It's your girl Lillie Mae. And for tonight, I will introduce you the way I introduce myself so that people understand that I do this for real.
Okay,
I
she's so
am the
professional.
proud daughter. I'm the proud daughter of Betty Lou and the late Roy Linwood Jones Jr., aka Bo.
There you
Um,
go.
and I wear that proudly, Tampa. But business wise, I am a business consultant as well
Okay.
as a media correspondent. And what we're going to talk a little bit of it tonight is me and the radio station, ID104 Radio, home of the independently dope.
Man, I'm so excited about that. That right there is like outside of what you do, what you've been doing with the radio station. I'm very excited because radio is my background. I've been doing this for 10 years, and it's like anytime people talk about podcasting and radio, independent artists, I get super excited.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so let's just, first and foremost, before we talk about that, I really want people to get to know you and your backgrounds and, where you're from and, some of the things that you've done, throughout your journey. So let's just talk about first and foremost, where'd you grow up at?
I grew up in Danville, Virginia. I
Oh,
am a proud Danvillian. Will I ever go back to live? Probably not.
she said
But
a
I
damn
will
billion.
say, yeah, girl, growing up in the last capital of the Confederacy
Oh my,
truly taught me a lot.
I'm about to take a picture of us here. So keep going. Oh, there we go. See, I got my
Um,
phone. Laptops over
um,
here, y'all. If y'all wondering why I'm looking that direction, laptops there.
it's all good. But now my journey is very interesting because I was born to older parents. My
Okay.
mother was 46. She had me 3 days before she turned 47.
Wait, hold on a second now. Your mom had you at 46?
3 days before she turned 47. I hate the Redskins right now because she waited until they finished playing that Sunday evening before she took her tail to the hospital to have me.
She says, "Shoo, you got to wait, Lillie Mae." Oh, that's funny, but yo, that is such a blessing. I say that because I just turned 47 and I'm like, I don't know if I could picture myself
Yeah.
having give birth right now. Did she have other kids? Do you have siblings that are older than you?
Believe it or not, it's only another one. And
Okay.
she had him at 42. So the story goes,
Wow. Please
I
share.
come from a traditional family, period. And that will explain a little bit about my etiquette, my demeanor, and why I am the way I am in this industry.
Right.
Um, both of my parents were married right out of high school, to other people.
Okay.
Both of their marriages ended in death, but before the death of their spouses, there was infidelity. See, one thing about
Oh,
me, I
wow.
don't mind, I don't mind telling the stories.
Of
Because
course,
my
yeah.
thing is, at this point in life, I feel like we need to be transparent about who we really are.
Please believe it.
We have to.
I agree.
But I wasn't born back then. Come maybe some 20 years later, mom and dad met. From what I was told, my dad pursued my mom and she just was not having it.
She said, uh-uh.
He wanted to court her. Of course, he was 10 years older. He had a Harley Davidson full dresser. So he
Okay.
asked her to go riding on his motorcycle. And my mom was like, I'm not getting on that bike. So he asked her best friend, what was up with her. And my dad
Look
being
it
really
up.
traditional, I can see him saying, well, Doris, what is your friend? Does she got a friend? He said that to my mother, and my mom having a smart mouth, which is where I got it from. She was probably like, yeah, I got a whole lot of friends.
I
But
know,
long
right?
story short, after he
And
went back, they ended up together. The rest is history. My brother Linwood was born in 1980 when my mother was 42 and my dad was 52. And I came in 1985. And the blessing is that we were children that were set apart.
yes.
I never went to sleep without my mama and daddy in the same bed. I
Mm,
never woke up without my mama and daddy in the same bed.
right.
My mother cooked 3 meals a day and brought
Yes.
my lunch to school hot.
Yes. Yes.
So, with that being stated, that's where my heart to serve come from because I saw my mom and dad take care of people when my brother and I were coming up.
Right. Absolutely. When you have
Absolutely.
that type of foundation, it's like it's instilled in you. I have a very similar story. My parents were in their 20s when they had me, but they were both had previous marriages. And same thing. I went to bed every night with my parents, woke up with my parents there. Like it was just such a beautiful thing. And they've been married for 48 years up until March when my mom passed away. And it's like just seeing the love that they shared for 48 years until the day my mom passed away is just and
Mm,
we almost won't settle for less than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know times have changed, things are different, but at the same time we see and we grew up with that, so it's like, okay, that's kind of what we've expected as we become adults.
that's it. I won't, and you know what? You're right. I will not. I will say that on the con side of things, I had to grow up kind of fast. So my dad went into Alzheimer's when I was 14 years old. I was going into high school, and I'm waking up, and my dad half the time didn't know who he was or where he was.
Oh, wow.
But my mother kept her husband at home. She
Okay.
took care of her husband with Alzheimer's for the last 5 years of his life because he lived with it for 5 years with a hormonal teenage female
Mm,
and almost grown son. And so, Tampa, that's when my journey really started relative to being an entrepreneur and relative to
right.
being, just self driven because I went from having my mom and dad to wake me up to me having to wake myself up and get ready for school.
Right,
You got
absolutely.
to
Like
make sure my dad's straight.
right. So now you got to take care of yourself, really. She's there, but you got to be responsible for things like you said, getting yourself
Yeah,
up and making sure you're
yeah.
ready, whatever it is you got to do, most definitely. So it sounds like throughout that journey of everything you've been through in life has led you into what you're doing now. So for people that are tuned in, we got a lot of people tuning in. If you guys are tuned in right now on Facebook or anywhere, drop them comments so we know you're tuned in. I can put your comments on the screen because I want people to see you guys. Let everybody know like what exactly is it that you do so people can get familiar, because right now what I want to do is showcase on the Magic Room. You create magic in your field of expertise, right? So
Absolutely.
I want people to know what exactly it is you do. That way, if there's something that you do and services you offer that could potentially help them, they can connect with you. So go ahead and explain everything that you do.
Okay, guys. So first and foremost, I want to say this. By day, I am a behavioral health practitioner. That simply means that the majority of my day, when I wake up in the morning between 7 and 4:30, I have a corporate job. However, all the other hours of the day, I am a consultant. Now, everybody is a consultant or a coach or something.
Right.
Let me explain this to you how I became a consultant. First and foremost, I am formally educated in criminal justice, public administration, teaching and learning, student services, special education, and marketing. I just
Okay.
I want to make sure that that's clear because I know a lot of times I'm not against practical application, but I like for people to know when I say I'm a global consultant, I mean just that. I probably got a lot of books
Absolutely.
all over the place to make sure that I stay relevant. For all
Yeah.
intents and purposes here, the radio station is my baby because it allows me to take everything, the consulting, the behavioral health component, and the educational component, and put it together in a space where I can teach others how to run their own shows, but also provide a platform for them to host their own show.
That's so dope. That is so dope. Like this is where I get excited because that's my passion, that's my love. So let's dive into that a little bit deeper.
Please, please.
Yes, because we got people tapped in, we got people tuned in. Thank you, everybody. Shout out to my girl Cindy. I see you. Um, Go ahead and tell us the name of it first and foremost. The name of the station.
Okay, so it's ID 104 Radio, home of the
Okay.
independently dope. Now, first, Tampa, I gotta clear the air
Okay.
about this station
Okay.
because I need people to understand that home of the independently dope came from a very special entity that you know very well, Sky 4 Records.
Yeah.
Before before there was even a thought of an ID 104 Radio, Sky 4 Records was independently dope.
Yes.
So I have
Yes.
to clear the air because there have been so many rumors about, oh, the name was stolen. Oh, you've been watching us and doing this. Home of the independently dope was cultivated before Lillie Mae was even thought about out in Woodstock, Georgia, with Frank Mosley the third. So I want that to be on Tampa Mystic's platform, The Magic Room, so y'all can stop with your rumors. ID 104 Radio is a subsidiary of Sky 4 Records, independently dope. Now,
Hey, there you go. Y'all heard it right here. You dig?
but honestly, TampaMystic for real, the radio station, what it means is, you remember back in the day, reading Rainbow.
Mm. Yep.
When I was thinking about having a radio station, I thought about, I don't know what it was for you, but for me, it was Channel 3 and Channel 4. Ghostwriter came on.
Okay.
Reading Rainbow came on. Bob
Okay.
Ross, the painter, came on.
Right.
And then I thought about my mom and dad listening to AM radio, not FM. See, y'all just know about FM. I grew up on AM. I grew up on something called Willa,
Okay.
WILA, okay, and WDVA. And when I thought about the fact that my mother at 82 years old still listens to the radio, her friends still listen to the radio, I was like, baby boomers pay for what they like.
Absolutely.
I don't want my mom listening to some of the stuff that come on the radio now. So
Right.
why not create a station to support independent creatives with a twist? Because I want Betty Lou to be able to log in and listen to ID 104 Radio and not be offended, which my mama a
Correct.
little lit at 82, so she might not get offended with anything.
Bless her heart.
The point being, our station is not just about music, it's about education.
I
We
love
have
it.
cool conversations with LaShira Lee. That's the adult version of Reading Rainbow.
Right. That's so dope.
We have Tuesday's Limelight, where she, highlights independent creators, and she coming from New York. Then we have dance hall and just so many different things. And I get so passionate because Tampa Mystic, truth be told, I watched you.
That makes me so
Watched
happy.
you.
I'm so humbled.
Absolutely. People, I think sometimes we put ourselves on pedestals and we really feel like people are really paying attention to us when we're really being motivated by the people that are just skating through, doing
Yes.
their thing, being humble. And so, with that being stated, the reason ID104 Radio is home of the independently dope outside of Sky4 Records is because I'm an individual. There
Mm-hmm.
will never be another Lillie Mae like this one.
Please believe it.
You know, while I'm in the industry, I'm not of the industry. So everything I do shall be set apart.
Right.
And it means so much for me to be able to give something to somebody because Sky4 Records gave me an opportunity. And with that opportunity, I was able to build. You get what I'm saying? And so,
Absolutely, absolutely, and there, shout out to Sky4 Records. We've done so much good business together, so I'm excited that that whole situation is transpiring with you guys, man. That's a blessing right there.
and you know, Frank, he loves, well, and Frank loves TampaMystic. I'm trying to tell you, he seriously, seriously, I knew about TampaMystic before I really even saw TampaMystic at work. That was the first, I would never forget it. I would never forget it. When I started back up with the podcast, he said, "You have to meet TampaMystic." I didn't know anything about you, nothing. So that means, you get what I'm saying? That
Yes,
means something. But we also have to
absolutely.
take it back because my journey with entertainment started a long time ago. It actually started on the baptism pool at my church when I was like 2 or 3 years old in the Christmas play.
Okay.
Because if anybody knew about me in the Christmas play, I was not studying none of my parts, but I was gonna get on that stage and
What
tear
part was
themselves
you
up.
playing?
All kinds of things. Girl, I've been everything. I think one year, I was Muhammad Ali because we did like this little rap thing, and I have been so many different things, and I'm always somebody's mama.
I think it's because of the name. It's Lillie Mae. It just sounds like someone's mama's name.
Absolutely. But really, Tampa, it's getting tough. I will say it, and I'm very transparent about this journey because I do have an 82-year-old mother who is 6 hours away from me. You know, I was living in Virginia. I was 2.5 hours away from her. Now I'm 6 hours away. But one of the things I remember is saying to her, you know, "Mommy, if you don't want me to move that far away, just say it."
Right.
And you know what she said to me? She said, "If I'm going to go, it ain't nothing you and anybody else can do to stop it,
That's right.
whether you 2 hours away or 6 hours away."
That's right. That's true.
And I needed that.
Yes.
Tampa, I kid you not. After she said that, I packed my stuff, and 2 months later, I was out.
Hey, that's what well, I'm gonna tell you. When God says move,
Mm,
you gotta move. You
yes.
get what I'm saying? And I consulted same thing with my parents before I came here. Even though I was grown, I was like 38, maybe 39. I asked them, I said, you know, because I had lived around my parents literally like within anywhere from 10 minutes to about 30 minutes from my parents my entire life once I moved out. And same thing, I was like, you know, how do you guys feel about me moving 7 hours away? And my dad said, go for it. That's all I needed. When he said go for it, same thing. Pack my bags, and 3 months later I moved to Atlanta.
Yeah, and I will say that now with branding and consulting and this industry, it gets tiring because my day looks like this. I may wake up between 6 and 7. And guys, this is for you to really understand and really think about your journey. And if you want to become an entrepreneur, or a business owner, because those are two different things, but you have to come to It's Consulting Time for that.
Yes.
But I'll wake up between 6 and 7. Tampa, I have to come to this computer and check all of my entrepreneurial duties. Then at 7 o'clock, I come here and start working for corporate America.
Mm.
4:30, I come back to this computer, make sure that things are in order, prepare for any broadcasts I may have, potentially have Zoom meetings. I probably don't hit the bed until 12 o'clock.
The grind
And
does
I sleep
not
until about
stop.
2. And I'm like this until I fall asleep.
I'm about to ask you, like, how much sleep are you able to get?
Believe it or not, I would say that on a good night, I really am getting 5 to 6 hours, which they say we
Okay.
need it.
Yes.
But what I didn't tell you is that between 8 and 9, I gotta call mommy. Hey, mommy, did you check your sugar? What was it? Did you weigh yourself? Then I gotta call back probably around noon or 1 o'clock. Mom, what you eat today? Because she
Right.
is at the point where she's getting forgetful.
Right.
And I have to remind her of things. So I say that to say everybody wants to take pictures and post the pretty. There's a reason why I go live with no makeup and with no edges when I don't have my weave done. I want you to see me. I want you to know that what I do for real. And I don't do it for the people, I do it for the purpose.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely. You gotta show them the real side of you.
It's
That's why
the ministry.
y'all see me when I'm working out and I'm a sweaty mess and hair slicked back and no makeup on. But hey, I want you guys to see that side of me too, because that's who I really am. That's
Yes,
what I do.
yes. And Temple, the other part of it is simply this. We live in a time where everybody is scared to profess who and what they are. But I want to say this for everybody that's under the sound of my voice. Before I am a business consultant, before I'm a media correspondent or a public educator, I am a child of the King. And what that means to me is simply this. No matter who believes that there are no ethics in business, no matter who believes that you just do business any old kind of way, that's not what you're going to get over here.
Right.
Because I like to sleep peacefully at night.
Yes. Please believe it.
Peacefully. I don't have nobody knocking down my doors. I don't have nobody shooting up nothing. Peacefully.
That peace of mind is priceless, right?
Absolutely.
That is you
Absolutely.
cannot put a price tag on having your peace of mind, and your peace of mind is supposed to be when you walk through your front door, you're
Yes.
supposed to feel safe, you're supposed to
Yes.
feel secure, and that's what it is, and that is absolutely priceless. So listen, I claim that and I feel that at 100%.
Yes, yes. But and then on top of that, I think that one of the things I want to say is on this journey, I've learned the importance of vetting. Vetting. You know, I was raised do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Right.
But my mom tweaked that a little bit. My mother says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, but don't you expect that same thing in return.
Right.
And so that latter part I've struggled with in this industry, and it has come to haunt me. But I will say that for every no and for every heartbreak, the blessings, the joy, and the peace of mind has been even greater. And for
Please
that,
believe it.
I am thankful.
Absolutely. Any time that a door is closed, it's because God is opening a much bigger one for you. And when we're younger, I think that when bad things happen or things don't go our way, we're like, what happened? I'm a good person. Well, it's not because of something bad or something we did wrong. It's because God has bigger blessings for us, and not everyone is meant to go on our journey with us.
Well, yeah, I'm still working on that one. I'm still, honey, I know. My mom have to tell me all the time, you cannot save the world. Can you please stop trying?
We can't please everybody.
And you get, but it's if it's in you, it's in you because and Frank, you see Frank checking in.
Yes, what's
Um,
happening? Shout out to
you
Frank
know,
checking
I
in. Shout
have
out
to
to everyone
say,
checking in.
yes, everybody. But I have to say that it's amazing how I'm a daddy's girl all day.
Yes, me
And
too.
do you know a lot of the teachings that my dad taught me? It seemed like after I met Frank, every time something happened, and I'm just like, man, I wish my dad was here. Darn it if he ain't had the answer. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, God, you got a sense of humor up there, honey. So once
Yes,
again, I just say I'm just so grateful because Sky 4 brought me here.
that's
Period.
beautiful. Yes.
Period.
Shout out to Frank, and guess what? My business partner, Shaw Cypher, just checked in. My business partner with the Grind Report Media Group. So we
What's
got our
up?
our main business partners that we work with. Shout out to you guys checking in. Also, my family from Florida. Shout out to Carlton. Shout out to Amy. I see you guys checked in too. What's up? Hey, we're having some girl time over here. We popping our hair like
We are.
she got all that color going on.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
get out there with you. Look, I ain't saying listen. Now we're gonna have to go on a slow hike.
that's fine. Oh, I would
Look.
love that. Let me know
These
when you're
knees,
ready.
these knees at 35 ain't like they were at 25. Girl, I think I dropped it like it was hot so much.
I ain't
I
got
think
Megan needs.
now I drop it like it's lukewarm. So
Listen, listen. Let me tell you something. The way I always say, the way these knees are set up, child, please. Listen, I already know, so you ain't gotta tell me. We'll take it easy for sure.
absolutely. But I'm really Tampa. I'm grateful. I'm honored to be here. And I have to say to your viewers, even if you're viewing it live or if you're viewing it later, if I could say anything to really bring this thing home, Lillie Mae, as the CEO of ID104 Radio, is the same as Lillie Mae, the business consultant, media
Yes,
correspondent, public educator, daughter, auntie, sister, friend. Because even in business, my arms are open. And what that simply means is no, I won't be a fool, and you're not about to come over here and act a fool. But
mm-mm.
we welcome you. We welcome you as you are and with what you have so that we can help you cultivate something bigger and better. And that's what the home of the independently dope is all about. We're about cultivating a community of caring because somewhere along the way, a lot of folks that lost their cotton picking mind. And yes,
Yes,
I
they
said
have.
cotton picking. Everybody's so darn sensitive. I said cotton picking mind. Yes, I
Cotton picking mine.
did.
She
For
said,
real.
Lily Mae. Oh, you are so cute. I swear. But you are absolutely right. So let me ask you this for people that are tuned in, whether they're business owners or entrepreneurs or aspiring business owners, and they want to get involved, what do they need to do?
All you need to do is you can contact me via Instagram at ID104 Radio
Okay.
or Sanaj Consulting Express, since that's so long for all intents and purposes here. ID104 Radio. Shoot me a message. I always respond. There are no big I's and no little U's. We embrace everybody the same way. Now, if you're interested more in the music side of things, then you want to make contact at Sky4_records. And that would be SKYIV_records. And that way you can make contact, if you're interested in artist development, marketing, and merchandising. Because
Yes.
the radio station falls under the record label, we can offer a lot more, than just radio play.
Right. I'm
Absolutely.
adding this to the screen so they can see it
Oh
too.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So let's make sure that they can see it. Is that the correct website
Yeah,
right there?
absolutely, absolutely. And if you drop the collective, you can just go to Sky 4 Records and see everything. The biggest thing that I'm proud of is the fact that, Frank is a CEO like I've never met before in my life. He gave me free range to go as wild as I wanted to go and let me create something called the Artist Advisory Council. And believe it or not, TampaMystic, it's all about education. He
That's
was
so
just,
dope.
yes, and he was just like, all right, let's do it. And I was just sitting there like, you sure? You sure? But it
Hey,
really has been a blessing. Like when the artists came through, they even said, "Yo, this like a family for real."
Man.
That
And that's almost unheard of nowadays in business, especially this music business, because it's a very cutthroat business. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. I get people asking me, like, how do you push through that, especially being a woman, especially being a white woman? And,
wait, tell it.
listen, ain't nothing gonna stop me, baby. I'm strong. I'm built strong. You dig?
Tell the truth. Tampa, I'm glad. And I don't want to go off on a tangent about it, but I'm gonna say it again. I think at some point, regardless of whether you're a white woman or a woman of color, we all have similar struggles,
Absolutely. Oh, yes.
particularly in this industry,
Yes.
because politics are everywhere.
Facts. Absolutely. No matter if you are a woman, a man, or what, nationality, age, all that, it's here and it's very, very, very real. And I think a lot of it's all in how we choose to handle it. One thing that I really learned within this business, and I'm speaking on the music industry, is because that's what I'm so heavily involved in, is social media is a beautiful thing, but be mindful of how you use it. If you have issues with somebody, don't take it to social media. That's one of the worst things you can do, because now you've put it out there that you're messy, and it's going to make other people not want to deal with you and not want to work with you. If you have an issue with someone, please keep it off social media. Go handle that behind closed doors. Be a professional about it. Utilize social media for stuff like what we're doing right now. This is beautiful. Like, I could be on here all night with you and just love it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like, we're
hopefully
gonna have
we'll
a
be
girls'
together
night.
soon.
Girls' night. Ooh,
We have to be together soon. And my prayer is that this variant is just eradicated, however, wherever, so that we can really come together. Because you know what, Tampa, for real, I envision, and I'm putting it out there, and I'm gonna put it out there, because see, that's the thing. Let me just say this too.
I'm about to claim it.
Yes, because everybody always feel like, oh, don't tell people your ideas because they're gonna take it. But I'm gonna say this one more time for y'all. There will
Okay.
never be another Lillie Mae, and can't nobody do what Lillie Mae do like Lillie Mae does it. And it's not
Facts.
that I'm conceited, but who works in me is who's gonna make it all right.
Please
And
believe it.
so I envision this music conference that Frank and I have already talked about, but the way this all-female panel gonna be set up though. The way the all-female panel is going to be set up, it is going to truly let people know that we really are stronger together than we are apart. Because to be
Facts.
honest, when you really look at what's going on in the world around us, it's the haves versus the have-nots. The rich get richer and the poor get prison. If you don't know the book, Jay Albanese wrote it. It was a required text when I was in graduate school. The rich get richer and the poor get prison. You have to read it. If you
Mm,
read it, it will help you understand how every industry works.
right. Make sure you
Absolutely.
guys check it out, including myself. I've never read it.
Girl, it was tough. I hated it when I was in school because I had to read it. But when I went back and read it, Tampa, it was so, I was like, wow, every industry is really set up like a prison industrial complex. For real.
Listen, yes, it is. And the thing, what I've learned over my years is I had my first job at 15, and I worked for somebody else until I was about 39, because I had my son at 19 years old. I had him at a young age. I was a single mom, so I had no choice but to keep a job because I had to make sure my son was taken care of, right? Once my son graduated high school and he left for the military, that's when I said, okay, now I can step out on faith and run my business full time. I moved to Atlanta, left my job. I said, because if something doesn't work out, it's just me. I don't, my son is good. He's taken care of now, So it's like sometimes it happens a little bit later than we want it to. But the best thing ever in life is waking up each day and being able to create your own day. Like you're your own boss. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It happened. It didn't happen too late. It happened right on time. I'm a firm believer that things happen when we're ready for it, and
Listen,
not when we think we're ready, when
yes,
we know that we're ready.
that's right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And listen, honey, I'm 47, but I feel like I'm about 25.
Yeah, for real. I look. I wouldn't have. If you hadn't said it, I really wouldn't have believed it. I would have given you like at least 38, 39, but definitely not in your 40s. I
I
would.
listen, I'll accept that. I claim that. I take that. That my son 27, y'all. My son is a grown man and my son is handsome. My son look like Drake, y'all. I'm like, sure.
Look.
Yes, most definitely. So, man, I'm so excited to have you on here again, tonight and tell everybody once again, if they want to get involved in anything that you have going on, if they, tuned in late or watch this later, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
Guys, feel free to message me on Facebook. I'm Lillie Mae hyphen the collective, just like you see it on the screen. On Instagram at ID104 Radio. But I will say this, if you send in music, don't just send your link. Introduce yourself. Let me know what you're interested in. And then you get the email and we send music that way. We have to learn inbox etiquette. And that's something you can learn in artist development via the Artist Advisory Council with Skyfall Records.
Listen, yeah, I'm such a anybody that knows me and knows me well knows I'm so big on common courtesy. That's like people irritate, and I understand sometimes people are having a bad day, but like a simple good morning goes a long way with me. You know what I'm saying? Like that can change someone's attitude. Just it's no different than you already sending your music. Like she said, have that inbox etiquette. Don't just dump a link on us and without any kind of introduction. You might send me a Spotify link. Guess what? I don't subscribe to Spotify. I subscribe to Apple, but I don't even want that either. Send me the MP3 properly titled with an introduction, just like Lillie Mae said. Like, if this is what you want to do as an artist and this is your career, start taking it seriously. Be professional. It's going to get you a whole lot further. I promise you. I promise you. Period, Pooh. Man, thank you everybody that's tuned in tonight. I wish we had a glass of wine that we could share right now or something. Tell me what else you got coming up. Do you have anything else planned in the immediate? Because I know you stay busy. I know you stay working.
Yes. Okay. Saturday, guys, if you are in Atlanta, Saturday, come out for the Fashion Coffee Portfolio Pop-Up Tour. It is not a fashion show. You can come and get your makeup done, get your hair done, and have your own photo shoot. We will be there from 9 to 5. Tasha D'Souza, she's coming down from New Jersey, and it's going to be kind of like a pop-up tour. So I will definitely be releasing the location on Thursday.
Okay. So we can't say it yet.
On Eventbrite, go out there. Fashion Coffee Pop-Up Tour. You can go to my Instagram and see it. It's everywhere. If you need headshots, videos, or anything like that, one cost for everything. If you cannot afford it, drop a deposit and we will work with you. Once again, it's about getting you what you need. Stop sending me these cell phone pictures and come out and get you a nice headshot. Number 2, on the 14th, August 14th, Cosmopolitan, there will be a boxing match. You can also find that on, I know that's right, girl, on my Instagram. And the red carpet will start at 5. So if you have any verified talent, if there are any publicists out there and you're checking in, any verified talent, please contact me ASAP. There are media slots. So Tampa, if you want to send a correspondent, that'll be dope. But we definitely want you to come out. Cosmopolitan doors open at 5. Red carpet starts at 5. That's August the 14th. Oh my gosh. August 28th through 30th, your girl will be in New Orleans, baby, for Brian's Rubber Cash Show. And I'm going to rip it just a little bit. I said I had stopped the modeling thing, but I'm just going to do a tad bit.
And do that twirl, girl.
And Also, next Saturday, you can catch me at the Atlanta Phoenix basketball game.
Oh,
I need
stop.
everybody to go to Instagram and follow ATL Phoenix Ball. I don't even know if you know. We have a dope WABA team in the Atlanta area who is headed by none other than Kimberly King, and that's Kimberly with a Y. Please support the Atlanta Phoenix. We love what the ladies are doing. They are bad. If you go over to the WABA website and check them out, you will see what their track record looks like.
That's
So you
so
can
dumb.
catch me there Saturday evening after the pop-up shop. Not only will I be hosting some interviews, but you might catch me on the mic.
Okay. Stay working. So it's safe to say you got a lot coming up. And that's so exciting because, we're in a time right now where some people are kind of iffy about, should I do something? Should I not? COVID's out there. We can't stop. We cannot stop the grind. We got to be mindful, but we
True.
should have been doing that anyway. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I
just
think you prepare for war in the time of peace. And I
right.
think that, like, one thing I know about you, you prepared your mind and your body for the reintegration into society. I
Absolutely.
remember that. You
Yes.
were not playing. If
No.
y'all don't know, I know TampaMystic was not playing. She was like, you're not coming up in my studio. We can do something virtual. You ain't coming up in here. And that's
I
okay
That's
because
right. There's
you prepared your
definitely
body. Exactly. So I'll say this. If you're worried about COVID now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist for real. I'm vaccinated, but I also understand that with vaccinations, they can wear off. Remember them MMR shots that we had to get as kids? I
right.
got one as a baby, then I had to get another one in 5th grade. So
Absolutely.
I say that to say, you have to do what's best for you. As for me at my house, I'm vaccinated. I have an 82-year-old mother that I'm traveling back and forth to see. She's vaccinated. I wasn't going to take any chances of not getting vaccinated. So
Understood.
if
And
you're
I
that
respect
fearful,
that.
just go get vaccinated. I mean,
Right.
listen, I feel like this. When COVID first hit, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone because you probably about to fall out your chair.
Hold
Shout
on.
out to my
No,
support system,
I'm
Marquita,
holding on.
Chelsea, Angie, and Jamila. Because I'm gonna tell you, when COVID first hit, and we went to them grocery stores and everybody buying all them bleach and
Toilet
disinfectant,
paper and
but the condom aisle was still full. So y'all ain't that doggone scared of COVID.
right. Y'all gonna catch all them other diseases that could potentially kill you or make something fall off or whatever. Yeah. That's so
But I'm gonna
true.
leave that alone though.
Nah, exactly. That's big facts. That is absolute big facts. And the thing is, like, I really believe in being proactive rather than reactive, meaning, if we take care of our bodies anyway, yes, we may get sick, but we're going to have our immunity strong enough to fight it off, period, and it's like everybody does what they do for their reasons. And, I don't ever try to push it on nobody, but you guys see I'm on my health journey and I only encourage it because I want to see people live long, healthy lives. That's all. I'm not out here trying to push anybody to do something they don't want to do.
No,
But
no.
we have one shot at life. The only guarantee we got in life is that our clock will expire at some point in time. So we have to take care of our bodies, y'all. I see everybody checking in. Shout out to everybody tuning in.
Hello,
Passion.
it's just Tampa. It's beautiful. I have to say once again, thank you for this invitation. Thank you
Of
for the
course.
platform. Thank you for being a pioneer in this thing, somebody that we can look to for advice, but even look to for guidance. You're fair. You're more than fair. And you understand the art of business. And
Yes.
that means so much.
Yes. Well, I thank you as well. It's always like a breath of fresh air to have someone like yourself on here. Not even on here, but just to have a conversation with. Sometimes we just need a good conversation with somebody, just to talk to somebody that's also, you know, like-minded. And you're beautiful too to go along with it too. Look at
Oh,
her
thank
hair,
you.
guys. I had so much fun on here. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in and checked in. I see I'm putting all your comments on the screen because I'm wanting you guys to know that we do see you guys checked in on Facebook. For anybody that is not familiar with the Magic Room yet, this is my second episode. So thank you, Lillie Mae, for being on my second official episode of the Magic Room. We're doing Magic Room Mondays every Monday night at 8 p.m. We're going to live stream on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And then if you guys miss it, of course, you can catch the replay on Facebook and it'll be on YouTube as well. So thank you for everybody tuning in. Is there anything else you got before we check out?
Just be prayerful, be watchful, and as always, be vigilant.
Have a great night, you guys. And that is a wrap. It's another beautiful night here in the Magic Room. We are out of here, y'all.